Y'all know I always be struggling to remember what to say. So I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and here I am finally doing it. Go ahead and follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/ at two scrippers one poll. Join us on Patreon for exclusive behind the scenes footage of full episodes as well as poll play and two new segments, Toy Talk and Tales of a Sensual Dom. That's patreon.com/ two scrippers one poll. Join us on Instagram at two scrippers one poll and two scrippers one poll the pod, because sometimes Instagram be hating. And finally, don't forget to rack up all the toys to bust maximum nuts. Head on over to Balesa and use code BB2S1P nuts. Now let's get into some shit this week. Welcome back to another episode of Two Scrippers One Poll. It's been 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, we're back. We're live. This is happening the day before. See, so I took a break with the intentions of like recording so that I'm not recording the episode the day or morning of. But life be lifing, and it never works out that way. But I did get ahead of the full episodes, just not the minisodes, which is really fine because like the minisodes are supposed to be more current anyway, and I feel like when the full episodes, they're interesting because they're longer and they're more updated, but at the same time, like I don't know, I like the difference between the two. Anyway, I'll be going off on tangents. We're back, and next week's my birthday. So, it's been so long since I did, because I think even the last minisode didn't really have the same structure to it, and I don't want to talk too much because I haven't actually reached out to the person, but in my head, that's the first step, is getting the idea. We just need to work on execution. It's hot as hell in here, and I already recorded. I told myself to go get the fan, but I already recorded, so I don't feel like getting up. And I turned the AC on, but Bertha said fuck you because it's still hot. So really, playing Nelly was very accurate. It's actually very hot in here, but YouTube be flagging me, so I can't take my clothes off. I want clips. Loyal fans, 18 and over. Anyway, yeah, the last minisode didn't have structure, so it's been a minute. Forgive me. What's the first thing I do? I wrote it down. Why am I asking y'all questions like y'all know? Because y'all probably don't. Okay. The first part is announcements. Oop, my bad. I kicked the damn mic. I'm always kicking something. I be trying to oh my god, so many wires. Anyway, so my first announcement is in some episode, because honestly I didn't go back and listen to the past episodes. So I don't remember what minisode it was, but I made the announcement. I think it was let me see, because I had on a yellow top in that one. I think that was a minisode 14. It really doesn't matter which minisode it was, but I had said that I was going to have a performance on September 15th. That is canceled. I'm not doing that. I had signed up for it, but like there was some confusion. There was a performance on the 15th and the 16th, and there was no original distinction between the two. So I signed up for the one thinking I was on the 15th, but the one on the 16th apparently is the one that I signed up for. So then when the confusion was no longer confusion and they released the link for the 15th, I signed up, but then when I received notification about the performances, I'm on the list for the 16th, because apparently the 15th, too many people signed up and they had to cap it because they didn't catch it at first. And I'm like, I'm not performing for free no more. I want to perform on a tipping show. And plus, like, when I really thought about it, I'm like, you need to fucking sit in a corner and relax, because y'all know I be in all the things. And if I performed on the 15th, that's literally the day I come back from my cruise. So I'm just like, all of my body parts are going to be hurting, and I really haven't been polling. I've been focusing more on like yoga and stretch, because my body is just tight. Hot girl. My body's tight, and so I'm just like, haven't been touching my pole. Anyway, the next one, I probably should have brought these over here, because see, this is the thing, y'all. I be writing. This notebook doesn't have, of course I would turn to an empty page, but that's because sometimes, people be nosy. So I'll like start writing, and then sometimes I'll like take a gap and start writing elsewhere. But anyway, you see that? But in this journal, I love this journal. This journal originally started out as one thing, and then it just became a different thing. So it's all types of things in here. But this is mostly my Dom and podcast journal. This is the one that I do a lot of like note taking in. Anywho, y'all didn't ask for that information, but y'all get what I give you. Y'all missed me. I know y'all did. I missed y'all too. But picture frames. I still have picture frames for sale. I have one flower pot, which is out of reach, so I'm not going to get it. But you can go back. I say all that to say, I still have picture frames and one flower pot, and those Greek letters I've been trying to get rid of. They are for sale. And you can go to Minisode 13. Go get tested. To see, you know how that worked out? That worked out perfectly, because like every time I remind you to buy my shit, I'm also reminding you to go get tested. Y'all, the advocacy. Anyway, I already said my birthday's coming soon, so check out my Amazon wish list. It's a bunch of crazy shit on there, because it's my tribute wish list, but like it also works for like a happy birthday wish list, because all the things on there can either help me with my art or my pole dancing or my dominatrix business. So shout out, or the podcast. Like there's a bunch of shit on there, so the prices range. Thanks in advance. The next thing, let me go to my sound effects. Damn it, I need to get better at that. Revisions. Technically, I don't have any revisions, because like I said, I listened, but I didn't listen, and I be taking notes while I'm writing, but like I didn't catch anything between the past episodes that I released and the new episodes that are coming out. But technically a revision is this week's full episode. I think it's like an hour and something long. And the video, which is on Patreon, join us on Patreon, patreon.com/2scripters1pole. The Patreon full episode video, y'all, my phone fucking died at 40 minutes, and I was really mad because I didn't realize that. And so obviously me and my cousin, she's in this week's episode, we was rapping, and it was a fucking hilarious episode, as it always is. And I did this one thing, and I just knew I was going to use it as a clip. Like I knew it was so fucking funny. And the fucking shit, I think I said that probably at like 50 minutes in the fucking video. My phone died at 42. I was pissed. And I think we might have went to like 120. But check out this week's full episode. As always, it's funny. So that's really like the technical revision or correction that I have. But as always, if you catch anything that I say or do, politely correct me. Send corrections to 2scripters1pole@gmail.com. That's 2SKRIPPAS1POLE. I haven't really been spelling that great lately. But when I spell, I be spelling sexy. 2SKRIPPAS1POLE. I hope the video heard that, because I realize when I start whispering, y'all don't be picking it up. But the mic here for y'all, and y'all are the listeners that refuse to come to YouTube. I am pointing at my laptop because I want you to feel my wrath. Come over to YouTube. And both of y'all come over to Patreon, patreon.com/2scripters1pole. This is, I guess it goes back to announcements, but y'all know I'll be all over the place. Patreon.com /2scripters1poll. I finally, y'all, because I be saying I'm gonna do stuff, but I don't put timestamps on stuff because I always do what I say I'm gonna do, but I know I be procrastinating like a motherfucker, so I can no longer put timestamps on things. But we got an episode of Tales of a Sensual Dom up there in the champagne room. We got a new episode of Toy Talk that is, at the time of this recording, the video is not posted. But by the time this recording is posted on YouTube and Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you're listening, it will be posted, I promise you, because the video's up. I just wanted to do one last walkthrough, one last revision before I post it. But if you want, which you should, follow us on Instagram, 2scripters1poll. And there's a new, lost my sentence, there's a reel about me talking about toys. So Toy Talk is available in Main Stage and Champagne Room. With all the tiers, you get bonus audio, that if I choose not to release it, you get it there. Behind the scenes pole play videos, Toy Talk, Tales of a Sensual Findom. I feel like there's something else in there. Oh, videos, tutorials, you know, the works. Come join us. Quick life updates before I move into the question of the week. I'm just really pressed, so I want to show y'all now, because y'all be watching the Minisode, so I want y'all to see this before I finish it. But anywho, this past week been crazy. But I went to observe an art therapy group, and I will be starting school and my internship soon, so I got to observe the art therapy group and participate. And so the prompt was like, what was the best day of your week, and what was the most I guess the opposite. I'm trying to remember exactly what she said, but obviously I'm not on track to do that. So basically, a negative thing about your week and a positive thing about your week. And she proposed it that way because we want to end on a positive note, right? And so everybody's always asking me like, oh, what is art therapy? What is art therapy? And it's hard to answer that because it's still a fairly new field and people still don't realize it. But it's just kind of like, that was my first time actually participating in a specific art therapy exercise, whereas like everything else has just been kind of me working on my own, or like when I started grad school this past summer, the prompts of like we were reading material and we were responding to the material and the prompt in an artistic way. And art is the act of creating, can put you into a meditative state and help you process things. So that was the prompt that she gave us. And while we were all working on our pieces, we were also just engaging in dialogue. So art therapy is an alternative to traditional talk therapy, because it gives you a creative outlet to express yourself, because not everyone is, we can't always label or put words on something that we're feeling or something that we experienced. And then also just kind of the act of creating, it almost like feels like less pressure to talk and disclose information. So I'm going to talk about my piece. Last week was a lot of fun, or I guess this past week was a lot of fun. Down here, this is like my little worst part. And the worst part of my week was just that, like, money, the bills be adding up and it be stressful. So like I used green to represent money, and then like the red lines are like stress, because y'all, I don't know if I said it, but I got my LLC. Yay. Oh, I have a sound effect for that. I got my LLC. So now I am trying to like just go through that, and it's like every fucking day I get a new fucking piece of mail saying that I owe some money for some type of fee this, fee that, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You already taking all my money before I make any motherfucking money. Fucking hate the government. Anywho, so that's been like just a stressful part of like life is is decent. Overall, life is good. But when it comes to finances, like, I really need the people at the bank and like all these bill collectors and all these, I need y'all to sit down and like really reevaluate why y'all are doing this to me. Cause if you know me, I'm in the business, I'm minding my fucking business, and I need y'all to stop minding my bank account. Cause this is just getting ridiculous at this point. Cause I'm really like, I'm not paying it no more. Y'all need to figure this out. Cause I didn't ask y'all to do that. Anyway, so that's been the most like stressful or negative part of my week. And then last weekend, I went outside, y'all, and I stuck my toes in water. I went to a creek and I recorded an episode. So that's going to be next week's episode. And I'm going to go outside today and record too. So I've just been really enjoying that. Like, so this is the water. And what's ironic, let me just say this. I like orange and blue. They are my favorite set of complementary colors. And so when we first started, when we were waiting for like the participants to come, my supervisor was introducing me to different materials, like these paint sticks. And I always hear people talk about paint sticks, and I've never used paint sticks before. So I was just in there, just like, it's always my go-to to start with like orange and blue if I don't know where to go. So I was just going to do a whole thing of orange and blue. So I was playing around with this, like oil pastels and the paint sticks. And then she gave the prompt, and then it just kind of turned into something. So I just thought that was ironic. But yeah, so I went outside and I played in water. So this part and this part were made before I knew the prompt. I played outside in water. And then my story, if y'all follow me on my main Instagram, at _simple elegance, that's SIMPLEEELEGANCE. Yeah. _simple elegance. But my cousin, love you cousin, she came over and she helped me with recording some femdom content, and just like all of that. So with my birthday being next week, I recorded a bunch of like birthday themed content, and I had a fucking ball. Like, I had so much fun. And so this part is supposed to be like the different balloons, like birthday balloons, and it also worked out that like balloons rise and it's only up from here. Somebody made that comment when we were talking about our work. And so the different colors are supposed to represent like the balloons, and that idea of like it's only up from here. And then I got to see the fucking Barbie movie. I was not pressed to go see it. I've never been like I don't care for spoilers. Like, when people start talking about shit, I'm like, just tell me. I don't care. Like, if it's already something I care to see, I'm gonna see it anyway. But I'm glad that everybody refused to spoil it for me. It wasn't necessarily a movie I planned to see. It was just kind of like if I see it, I see it. But me and a friend went to go see it, and we had a great time, and it was so fucking good, and I'm so glad that I got to see it. So I had actually, when I had made this, I had not seen the Barbie movie yet. I was actually in the therapy session, and I was getting ready to go see the Barbie movie. So I was like, the money thing has been the most stressful part of my week. I really had a great time going near the water, and then just getting like, everybody keeps asking me, what are you doing for your birthday? What are you doing for your birthday? I don't fucking know. I'm going to be in school. Like, and then my birthday, when I am in school, because last year is the first year really since I was like 5 that I did not have any school related or educational related responsibility for my birthday. Because with my birthday being on August 30th, I'm always starting school in some way, shape, or form. Either classes have started, or when I was in undergrad, I'm like freshman orientation, or just like moving week because I was an RA, or when I was a teacher, it's either we're in school or it's some type of freshman orientation or some shit like that. So I've never had a free birthday. Last year was the first time that I genuinely did not have any responsibilities for my birthday. But that was also like after a really rough breakup, and I was getting back on my feet. So even then, I wasn't really in a space to be like, oh my God, my birthday. And like, I'm turning 27 this year. It's a dumb age. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an awkward age. And so I don't really know what I want to do for my birthday, off the strength of just like the week is already so busy. And the actual day of my birthday, like, I have to go to work, and then I have to go to school and do, like, a whole bunch of other shit. So, figuring that out. So, wasn't particularly hyped for my birthday, but doing that shit with my cousin was a lot of fun. So that really like boosted my mood, and then I was really looking forward to the Barbie movie. And so I'm not done, but I was like I started thinking about like music notes, and so I looked up the music notes to Happy Birthday. So I'm just gonna kind of like draw those in. And so I say all this to say, and I bring it up to y'all because when y'all be watching the videos and seeing the clips, this piece is gonna be hung up because I think this is a perfect representation of like where my life is headed right now, and just kind of a reminder of like the space I'm in. And it speaks to like me being in school, me being an artist, me being a dominatrix, like all of that I really enjoy. So I just wanted to explain that for y'all, so that when this is done and complete and it's hanging on the wall, you'll be like, oh my god, I remember Minisode. I think this is Minisode 19. Yeah. Let me see. You can just look it up, kid. What are you doing? It's right, literally right in front of you. I'm gonna get to the question of the week, y'all. I promise. This is not yes. I said Minisode 19, so this is Minisode 18. We always get there. Anyway, let's get to the question of the week. And it's crazy because I still don't have a sound effect for that. I need to get on that. So this week's question of the week that I didn't even pull up. So while I find it, let me give the backstory. This week's question of the week was, what is the pettiest thing you've ever done? And I asked that because I was scrolling on Instagram as one does, and this Negro said, and he's a Negro, because I was just like, that's crazy. He apparently on TikTok is like really okay. Sorry y'all that are listening, because my laptop be tripping, and it really just like disconnected and connected to some non-existent, well, I guess it does exist if it connected, but you know what I'm saying, it connected to some fucking speaker, like it connected to fucking Microsoft Teams audio. Why? I don't even have Microsoft Teams open. I hate this. Should be connecting to all types of devices, and I'm like, I never told you to do that. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So I was on Instagram scrolling, and I came across this dude's TikTok that was like, he be talking reckless on TikTok, and he purposely does not tell women about his TikTok because he doesn't want his TikTok to taint how they view him. Some dumb shit. So he goes on to say that he was talking to this one girl for a couple months, right? And they were feeling each other, but he said he wasn't feeling her, but he was just entertaining it. They've been talking for like 2 months. He didn't plan on making it go anywhere. It was just like a filler. So her friend, best friend, whoever, somebody that she know, was like, yeah, you talking to this nigga. I came across him on TikTok. He's actually problematic. You might want to check this out. So she sends it to the friend. The friend go to him and is like, yeah, I came across this and I don't really know how I feel about it. So I don't really think that we should keep talking, because I don't really fuck with that. So he's like, I mean, it's just a TikTok. You know that I'm not like that, whatever. She's just like, yeah, I'm good. So he then decides, and he's telling this whole story like he's just the man. He's the people's champ. Like he feels very justified in what he did. So he's like, all right, so since you gonna fuck up my bag, I'm gonna fuck up your bag. So he looked up the friend that snitched on him, found out she got a nigga. So he called his dude, and was like, yeah, I need you to slide in her DMs and start flirting with her, put some Mac on her, and then at the perfect time, basically just like rip the rug from underneath her. So he had his friend talking to this girl, and finally like, apparently his friend hit him up and was like, mission complete. So what the friend ended up doing was talking to the girl, egging her on, and then once it seemed like she was getting more infatuated with the dude's friend, the friend was like, yeah, I've been playing with you. You remember when you did this? Yeah, we got our lick back. And like sent the screen. Bless me. Y'all know when y'all be sneezing, and it's like, for me, it's instinct to say like bless me, because niggas don't be saying bless you. Like, I really could have just sneezed all of my insides out. Probably not. I'm being dramatic, but like, fucking bless me, damn. And I be like, when I be, or if I say bless you to somebody else and they don't say thank you, I'll be like, you're welcome. Well, I do that all the time. Like, if I open the door for somebody, I'll be like, you're welcome. Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. So yeah, he had the friend, I guess the friend sent like screenshots to the dude, to the girl's boyfriend. And I'm like, and he really was like, I don't give a fuck what y'all need to stay, da da da. I did what I needed to do, this, that, and the third. But my thing is like, you really did all that extra shit for somebody you're not interested in. Like, that's extreme level pettiness. And then you're running around gloating like you the man. That's crazy. So I asked y'all what was some crazy things y'all did, right? And I brought this up in not this week's episode, but the episode after. And I was like, oh, duh, make it a mini-sode. Because y'all don't be submitting questions. So I'm just over here trying to come up with shit. Anyway, so I asked y'all what was some of the pettiest things y'all done. Somebody said, fuck this one nigga's ex for trying to talk to mine. That's your ex. Why you mad? Then my other friend, y'all, I'm not putting nobody's name out here, because y'all are some treacherous ass motherfuckers. Like, I thought I was treacherous, but y'all are next level treacherous. Was like, her side joint threatened to blow her shit up, so she fucked her man, let her man bust in her, and then had the side nigga eat her pussy a few hours later. Y'all are crazy, and y'all don't have home training. Oh my god. Somebody else was like, they fucked the girl's boyfriend who didn't like her because she knew she could. Sorry, y'all, I thought somebody was knocking on my door, because ain't nobody supposed to be knocking on this door. And then somebody else was like, she fucked the man that they kept getting accused of messing with, right? And that is the only message that I approve of. Well, maybe fuck the girl's boyfriend. That's a soft agreement. But everything else, y'all treacherous. But yeah, fuck the man to get accused of. Now, I have not done that on purpose. I had a situation, because y'all know, if you don't know, you're new here, welcome. Y'all know I'm a spin blocker. So like, I have had, and I do, as I've also said, there are people in my life that I'm friends with that at one point or another we may or may not have had intercourse, or some type of sexual shit. Yeah. So I had at one point, like, the person I was dating wasn't happy with the fact that I was still friends with people that I have had sex with. My thing was just that, like, I completely understand. I'm not excusing or diminishing anybody's feelings. I can completely understand why somebody would be uncomfortable with that, right? I took his concerns into consideration, and, you know, everybody in that specific relationship, all of my friends, that part of our relationship is way out the window, not happening no more. I'm not interested in you, you're not interested in me. It was what it was. And they also understood the person I was dating, their role in my life, and had a lot of respect for that person. So it wasn't that. And then on the rare occasion, and it's really just one person specifically that I did have, like, you know, I was friends with, he just smart at the mouth, and he be saying shit, not excusing his behavior either. But when the person I was with addressed that and said, like, yeah, such and such said this, and you just kind of like played it off, I ain't really like that. I was like, I understand that wasn't appropriate. I got you. And so I took a step back with that relationship and was a lot more conscious of how I interacted with that person, right? So I say all that to say, there was another person, which was so funny, because that person I had interactions with, it was literally like a one-time thing, but that person is cool as shit. Like, we're still friends to this day. So I had at one point in time, I used to keep a list of everybody I fucked. I don't know why, I just did. And so that person's name was on the list. But again, like, that person's cool. But in really, when you're looking at that list, that person was probably, and this is crazy to say, the most insignificant person on that list. We fucked one time and like we spoke here and there, but that was not anybody that needed to be worried about. And so, of course, because this was such an insignificant person in that regard, I had like reposted something they put on Instagram, thinking nothing of it, because I'm a supportive friend. I try my best to support when I can or I see something. So I reposted them, like congratulating them, and the person I was dating was like, they made a comment like, "Oh, is that so and so?" And I was like, "Yeah." And in my head, I'm thinking like, out of all the things you peep, why would you like speak on this? That's weird as shit, right? Got a story for that. So he's like, "Oh, the such and such that you fucked and not," and I'm like, "Yeah, but like, why you mad though? Cause it's not even like that at all." So fast forward to after me and the person broke up, I did end up spending the block on that specific person. But again, it wasn't like, oh, we broke up, let me go fuck him. It literally just happened that way. And he did rock my world. It was worth to spend the block. Anyway, but that's not the pettiest thing I've done, because like I said, that wasn't even petty. The pettiest thing I have done, I had, and I made up names for them so I don't get distracted. So I was dating this one guy. We broke up. So I had a friend named Farah. And Farah kept making these comments of like, I didn't come up with a name for the ex, and I didn't really want to come up with a nickname because I low-key think that ex might listen. So I'm like, I'm not telling on myself. But Farah had made a comment that the ex was trying to fuck with them. And I was like, and part of me, I'm like, well, why are you entertaining that? But that's another story for another day. I might have already told that story. But yeah, so Farah made a comment that they was trying to fuck with him, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. So then Lawrence, who is one of the ex's friends, Lawrence came to me and was like, yeah, I'm trying to fuck with Farah. I'm like, well, as far as I know, Farah be out here fucking, so like, I'll give you her contact if you want to. Like, I'll give you her Twitter. You can reach out that way and see if she give you some play. But that's the best I'm going to do because I'm really not your wingman. But he's like, Lawrence, think about Lawrence. Lawrence is a pressed ass nigga. And like, even when you tell him he pressed, he literally is like, no, that's just me being direct. No, nigga, you're pressed. Chill the fuck out. So I give him her contact. He come back to me like, oh, she not giving me no play. Okay, nigga, that's your problem, not mine, right? So then I notice Farah still talking about my ex. I'm like, okay, this is a little weird, right? So if you want to fuck friends, I'ma fuck friends. Because why my ex trying to reach out to you? Like, she made it seem like the ex was trying to reach out to her. And I thought it was a little weird that she was entertaining it, but she didn't seem like she was entertaining it. But then I caught her and some other shit, and I was like, you probably do be out here fucking. So y'all probably did fuck. So anyway, I went and I was petty. Because then after Farah rejected Lawrence after so many times, he was like, yeah, what's up with you? And I was like, now that I think about it, like, that nigga ain't deserve no motherfucking pussy. But it is what it is. So I fucked him as a get back to my ex, like, yeah, that's what you get for trying to fuck my friend. Whole T. He wasn't even trying to fuck my friend. That's crazy. It's just ridiculous. So Lawrence is just out here being a fucking pain in the ass, and I done gave the body all because I really didn't spend my proper time. Like, I was acting out of like annoyance and I don't even want to say revenge, but I'm just like, I was getting my lick back, and I didn't even have to get that lick back. Now I got a nigga on my line that's annoying as shit. So I say all that to say, just be mindful of what the possible consequences of being petty will be. And so then for Ask Mango, a couple questions. So back in Minisode 7, I believe. Yes, Minisode 7 with Dixie. Shout out to you, friend, or aka 7. She asked me what was one goal that I had like to complete by the end of the year, and I said I would come back to it. And it's just like really hard because I mean, one of my goals was to get my LLC, but that's been a goal for like years, and I finally did that. But I'm like, okay, between now and December, what is something that I would like to do? So I think I mentioned it in one of the couple episodes, but I'm pressed and I'm proud of myself, so I can say it all I want to because it's my podcast and I do what I want, and y'all get what the fuck I give you. Um, but I finished my 2 courses, and y'all didn't think I was gonna do it, but I got an A in both of my grad school courses, because my photography class, I missed like 2 assignments and it brought my grade down to a B minus, I think. So I was like, okay, I'm in for a B plus. So I was really pressed to find out I got an A. So I just want to keep that momentum going, and I want to end, I'm thinking 3 classes as we move in, but like one, I have internship, and then I have 3 classes, and one of them's like a supervision class. The other ones are like actual coursework and papers and all that stuff. So I want to end the semester with all A's again. That is one goal. So that's school specific. Like FinDom work specific, because I'm trying to transition into making this my full-time income, and still keep like my vanilla jobs because they're fun, but I'm trying to make this like put more pressure on this. But I want to own a whale sub by the end of the year, and a whale sub is basically a financial sub that's like really rich and just has a lot of money. So if your kink is financial domination, you got a FinDom right here waiting for you. Go ahead and send, boo. Anywho, and then like art wise, I started a Black History Month piece. Well, it wasn't a Black History Month piece. I just happened to start it during Black History Month, and it's been sitting. I'm staring at it right now. So that's why I kind of have like a distant stare. But I want to finish that piece. Yeah. So we're over 35 minutes, so I'll save the next couple questions for the next. Well, I'll say one more. So, my favorite position. It really depends on like the vibes, what's going on, right? Because I like them for different reasons. So missionary is always great. Missionary is versatile, okay? You can do a lot. The eye contact is there. You have better communication. Like it's just lit, cock a leg back, or maybe like you do just different variations. Like I have one leg down, one leg up. You can have this to the side. Like it's all types of way you could twist me into a pretzel, right? So missionary is always gonna be hands down favorite. But then doggy style, like it be lit sometimes, because like when you throwing it back, right? Because y'all know I be nasty. So you throwing it back, and then you hit him with the, like you gotta be kind of flexible to do that, right? But you got like it's tooted and booted, and then you look back like, yeah, motherfucker, that shit tooted and booted. What you gonna do now, huh? What the fuck you gonna do now, right? And then they come and then they just like choke you up, and you're just like, ah. Ass in the air, head back, just like, and if y'all real nasty, then that's when like you got me. You literally had me like this, like fucking just bent the fuck up, hand around my neck, and then you looking into my eyes, and then you kiss me. Oh, when's the wedding? Y'all know I want to get married, but when's the fucking wedding? Cause you my nigga now. Cause why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you have me tooted and booted and choking like this? That's crazy. And then you want to come at me when I'm outside your fucking window with a damn boom box talking about some baby with, like, I love you. Like, come on now. I just really need y'all to hold yourself accountable for the shit that y'all be engaging in. Because why you going to treat me like that and then be upset that I'm doing that? Like, I'm just trying to keep the praise going, boo, because that was a great job. Where's the rest of it? That's my piece. That's it. That's all. Y'all be safe, make good choices, and make sure you follow us on Patreon. And y'all who are listening, come over to YouTube. Both of y'all need to be following me on Instagram. And buy some motherfucker. Ooh, I will get up. Oh, y'all can still hear me. I'm gonna end this video soon, but I was like, you know what? This is a perfect time for some I got to enjoy y'all. I'm gonna make a post about it. Well, I have to make a post about it. I don't know if y'all can hear me, listeners, but I have to actually make an Instagram post about this because I got a free toy, and the condition is I gotta make a post about Bellesa, which use code BB2S1P nuts, because y'all been busting the fucking nuts. So I got this new toy called the blender. I have yet to open it yet, but it's so cute because it's called a blender and it's like supposed to be even more discreet. So it's almost like a beauty blender. Like, is it a beauty blender or is it a clit vibration? I mean, if you're like, I don't know, I guess you could use it as both. I wouldn't really advise that, but like, it's so fucking cute. So yeah, ooh, and it's strong. I'm low key a little bit like, I don't know, but it has like a cute little, I imagine you just sit it on the clip. Yeah, okay, I'm excited. I know what I'm doing tonight, and it's waterproof. And I'm supposed to go on live with a bath. This episode's getting long. So yes, go buy you a toy. BB2S1P nuts. That code is gonna be changing soon. I need to come up with a code. Oh my god. Oh, wrong way. And I got some. Make sure you're cleaning your toys. I got some new toy cleaner and I got some wipes. I really like the wipes, especially for like the toys that have like ridges and stuff. I just really get in that bitch like my wand. Imagine that's a dick. That'd be crazy to like that hard. Anyway, y'all be safe. Make good choices.